Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Rod. You've tuned into the Pedal Picassos again. Thank you. If it's your first time, please hit subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment. Be a part of the interaction, please. We'd love it if you would. What is this box of bees that you've just heard? This incessant buzzing. Well, it is part of a box. It's part of a box of rock. And courtesy of Ken and Michelle at Port Lincoln Music World, we've got a box of them, folks. Yes, this is the Danelectro Cool Cat series, 5 of the 9. In fact, including the one that's on the board by itself at the moment. This is 6 of the 9 pedals that were released as part of this series, about 2009. I don't think they've been given much cred at all, but there's solid housings, solid switches. So far, we've done the fuzz, we've done the drives, compared those to each other, and the distortions. They're all good in my books. The version 1 drive, absolutely. Whether it's an OCD take, brilliant. The fuzz, whether it's a peach fuzz take, it's still a great fuzz. The distortion I just tried on the last video, and it's really good. It's a really good rock distortion sound. Can they keep it up? I'm thinking not. Let's see what happens with this this black box called the Cool Cat Metal. Right. There's a lot of gain. There's a lot of hiss on tap. That's going from single coil to humbucker. This is humbucker mode, but so there's that scoop mid, a lot of fizz fuzz on top. The controls we've got on this is some dual concentric ones. There's 2 dual concentric pots and 1 single pot, which really should have been 5 pots when you see what we've got to do to try and adjust them. They're at the back, they're out of harm's way from your feet. That's a really good design. But when you've got dual concentric pots next to each other over the back and you're trying to adjust them, I've got this pedal reversed so it's facing me. Matt in post is probably going to flip it round so you're seeing it sort of right way up. And you'll see my fingers coming in for the top, trying to get some control over this. All right, gain. We'll fiddle with the gain, see if we can clean it up, set it somewhere where we like it. Wow, that's surprising that it actually has an incredible amount of gain, but it cleans right up. Still hear the inherent sound or the tone of the pedal in. Okay, at about 9 o'clock is where it kicks in. Okay, so far so good. And that's where it's just cascading gain. Then it sounds like you've got some multiple gain stages there, really having trouble keeping up with each other, so you're getting some compression. And then all the way around. Wow, and that's noisy. I'm going to wrestle it back somewhere at about midnight or noon. It's midnight, it's a metal pedal, it's black. All right, let's see what we can do with the volume. I mean, we've got heaps of gain. Let's see what the volume does. Right, your gain's your real control for your output of this pedal. The volume will take you right back to, you know, off mode, and then pedal off, going through the katana, of course, again. With the gain just past noon and the volume back from noon, we're still getting plus unity on this job, still getting bangs of gain. All right, let's see what the treble and middle controls can do, if we can get to them. Treble is the centre pot on, and the centre part of the centre pot. So I'm going to whiz that around, see if I can. And this is where you get that real box of bees sound, you know, that sort of raspy, nasty. See if we can smooth that out. And so by moving that last bit, I've just adjusted the mids as well, which is the outer part of this dual concentric knob. So trying to move one by itself is really difficult. And here is the flaw in these pedals. I want to be able to grab this and tweak it and see how it sounds. I can't do that. So I've got, I think, both the treble and the middle controls all the way down. But you can still hear that fizz at the top, and not being able to wind that out for me is a bit of, yeah. You'd need to put a graphic EQ at the end of this to be able to isolate that frequency there, which is, for me, it's just like annoying. See if we wind up the mids. I'll bring the treble back. So once again there, I've had to wind up both parts of that pot. We're not getting much change out of there. I know there is, but not change on the frequencies that you might like. That's treble and mids both maxed out. And both wound out. So for two fairly heavy controls that should be heavy, they don't make too much difference. I'm going to wind them both back to midnight. I'm going to have to pick up this pedal to do this because this is really annoying. Right. Right, the treble and middle at noon. Right, let's see what we can do with the bass control. I'm going to pick it up again to do this. The bass control is the outer part of this control. The in part is the volume and the outer part is the bass. Now I'm going to wind the bass right out. That should be right out. Okay, I'm going to wind it all the way in and see what happens. you can hear the surfs just come in with that frequency, so there should be some difference. And I brought the bass now back to noon. I'm going to wind it all the way out again just to see what... Oh, that slid round quite easily, that. I'm not even going to bother with the treble and mids anymore because they're too hard to get to. I could get to that bass control a little bit easy because it's on the edge, it's on the side. Look, design of the pedal. Right, solid switch. Solid casing again. It looks like the Batmobile, this one. I mentioned before Danelectro's designs I really like, but the design of this with the pots at the back is just too fiddly and finicky. And as a distortion pedal, it's metal pedal, it's fizzy and fuzzy, and for mine, if I wanted to get a really heavy sound, I would maybe cascade a couple of other gain pedals. For this one, I'm going to have to use a graphic after it to tame the frequencies that I don't really like. There's just a really high frequency there that just is a bit annoying for me. Look, let us know if you've got one. I know there is a Metal 2 pedal in this series. I haven't got that to demo, but shoot us a line if you've got the one, if you've got the first one, and if you've got the Metal 2. I'd like to think Metal 2 is an improvement on Metal 1, but let us know. Drop a comment. Let us know if you like the stuff or what you'd like to see us roll. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. See you next time.